Yeah, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. What up? Today we talking about coronavirus. Coronavirus. And is it worldwide panic or is it just worldwide panic? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. You fuck my Teespring where we kill police. Misconduct. And that's the thing. Don't forget to support your black agenda politicians. Oh, we love our black agenda politicians. There they go, right there in the mix. Today we highlighting one Stevona Evans. There we go. Board of Supervisors. She was trying to get people out to vote for Board of Supervisors for San Bernardino County. That's her thing. She's going for that. And we support her. She's about helping people who are paying their taxes out there see their value from their taxes. See that reinvestment happen properly and be handled properly by the tax assessors. Yeah, so she's really about that. She has a black agenda. Don't get it twisted. Brought to us by our homegirl Money Love. What up, Money Love, wherever you at? Say out, big sis. And there goes, like there goes the voting. Those are the different positions that they had on the voting slots for. There it is for the voters guide for the Inland Empire, which is where she at. Notice for president they just got Bernie Sanders. I found that strange. People were asking on social media, how did Bernie Sanders win California? And he lost in all these other different places. How did he win California? Why I only see Bernie Sanders on y'all shit? That's strange as fuck. I pulled out our guide. You look at our guide. We got all the people that are running, right? We had a whole listing of people. We had Booty Gig. We had other names. We had a full list of people on our shit. I don't know why they just got theirs dwindled down to Bernie Sanders. Is my point of assertion. Like, what? How's it just Bernie on y'all shit? So that might answer the question why y'all just see Bernie on y'all shit, because they just, or why Bernie won in California. Motherfucker, because motherfucker is the only name in certain places. Shit, I don't know. Don't know. Somebody in my comments said that Biden in South Carolina, he was like the only option to fill out in South Carolina. Right? So just, I put two and two together like, that's strange. Strange to see that type of shit, right? So, at any rate, make sure you support Stevona Evans. She's going up against two people. They're going up against two people for this particular position. She says one of them, both of them are like older people, older generation, and she was just trying to explain that people vote for what they know. If they're like an older voter, they kind of vote for what's common and what they know. But she's younger, so she's needing that steam. Give her the steam, y'all, to win up against people that vote for older, stalwart people who don't really have the agenda down, who ain't really tapped in with the agenda for real, on the flow, on the ground. You know what I mean? That's going to be my sentiment about her to y'all. Any rate, Joseph Johnson was wondering if you were going to talk about Corona. Yeah, I'm going to jump on that shit, man. That's what we doing. Integrity Rocks, what's happening to you, lady? It's good seeing you. Good seeing you. Oh, let me do this while I'm fucking with the chit at. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. So, we're going to get to this point talking about coronavirus. I'll put some pictures so we can look at who's dealing with this shit. And we questioning. We looking at this shit, right? In the world of black people, is it a worldwide panic or is it a worldwide panic? What we think about on my channel, right? As far as people who've been dying from this, it's been what? Non-black people. There was one person in Cameroon that died. It was a French person in Cameroon. Somebody died in Kenya. Somebody died in India. Somebody died in Germany. Somebody died in South Africa. All white. None of them black. Nobody to this day has been black. From Africa or Foundation Black American, nobody been black dying from this. There's even some people that's talking about, say, melanin prevents the growth and the spread of coronavirus. So that sends off an alarm to black society. A lot of us jumped on it like, yo, watch out for white people ratcheting up random spite-based violence on black people and trying to kidnap black people and trying to do experiments on this type of shit. You know what I mean? Trying to do shit to us because of this. Because they're people, and people who have low melanin will be most affected by this, right? It's no different than what we see with groups like Adam Waffen and these other groups that go on these spike tirades of harming black people and lashing out randomly over the reality of shit like white declines, white genetic declines, white inability to ward off disease type shit. Due to their gene configurations. Shit like that. So we see that these are things that we're used to being mindful about. I put up a tweet referencing something like that this morning. I had to get on it. This was about 8 in the morning. I was like, look, man, as of 8 hours ago, the number of coronavirus deaths in America is 19. 16 of them are in Washington State. And Washington State is 76% white and 3.70% black. My advice, yo, get the strap, get your voodoo, get your meditation, whatever else to keep white people away from your black loved ones. Because they're going to be looking to our bodies to save them from this or to just do harm to us. Experimenting on it. That's something they like to do. They like to grab black bodies, snatch black bodies, and experiment on us and play games with us. So keep your gun out. Shoot them in the head if they come for you. If you see somebody that's looking too fucky, make sure you blast. Dump in their top. Or whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. I'm just saying. So, it be shit like that, right? And I don't think that's something that we're gonna be slighting. There's also reports of people saying, oh, the Chinese are really being affected by this. There's 80,000 people in China that are affected by coronavirus, that are actually carriers of coronavirus. And more than 3,000 of them have died in China. So, poor China, poor China. Everybody out there a lot of people out there are getting sick. A lot of people out there are dying. Poor China, poor China. China's not getting their information from their government with speed to where they are able to keep up on it. People are committing suicide out in China. Poor China, poor China. People are committing suicide, jumping off buildings, all kind of shit. And to them, I'm going to say this, man. Hey, look, I don't see how y'all not getting no information from y'all government and y'all committing suicide has anything to do with black people. Again, this is just me looking at all the things within this coronavirus situation that don't have nothing to do with black people. I just don't see how y'all not thinking y'all got to hold y'all own nuts through this. I don't see the group hug moment in this yet. There ain't no group hug moment for this. According to me. I don't see that. Where the group hug at? Where the umbrellaing everybody else into it? I don't see it. It looked like to me that nature, God damn it, nature is white facing coronavirus. And y'all got to hold y'all own nuts. Yo, Asians, yo, y'all have genetic markers that are very close to white people. Like to me, nature is just doing what it's doing. Don't ask for no group hugs though. Just let nature do what it do. Don't try to PR for it. Don't try to PR for the group hug. It's like, motherfucker, let nature do what it's doing. Take that up with nature. Don't ask me to rah, rah, rah. I'm not here to rah, rah, rah for nothing. I ain't got to do shit but stay black and die. Where I hear that? I heard that years ago. I ain't got to do shit but stay black and die. Oh, Malcolm X, the movie. Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember where I heard it from. Malcolm X movie. You understand? The fuck they talking about? Yeah, Donald Johnson. Yeah, man, gotta let nature take its course. Yeah, man, who am I to try to wall off the world from nature? Hey, nature's doing this thing, man. What am I supposed to do? Put my foot in front? How am I gonna put my foot out in front of nature? You know what I mean? Oh, nature. Hey, nature. Dun, 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 dun. Put my foot out in front of you and PR for what you doing, nature. Nah. I'm not gonna PR against what nature doing. If that's what nature has deemed is the deal, I ain't gotta do shit but stay black and die. What the fuck y'all talking about? Now Shanti next day one say I told these folks to get their popcorn ready. Right? What they talking about? What world they in? What world they live in where it's overarching concern for black folk to where we feel we have to reciprocate something to anybody. Chinese, white, whoever the fuck is being affected by this. Let's put that shit together. We're also seeing, I want y'all to notice this, we're also seeing they're hiding the victims. They're hiding the victims, unfortunately. They don't want to tell us the people who are dying from this coronavirus. In America and elsewhere, they're doing this. They're having they're sweeping this shit under the rug, and we're hearing information about who's dying from people that are close to the people that are dying. We're having to hear from people close to them, not the CDC, whatever. We're not hearing from agencies about this shit. Right? So that's another signal to me that, hey, this is out of control for white people. White people, non-blacks rather. And y'all need to start washing y'all funky ass bodies more, so y'all don't get everybody sick. I think that's what this situation is looking like. Wash your funky ass bodies, you non-blacks, so you can not get everybody sick over this shit. Like how black folks forced y'all to do when y'all was in Europe and other places. We had to make white people, for instance, wash their bodies by law. We had to make a law to say wash your funky ass bodies in Europe, so don't get everybody sick type shit. That's the alarm that they're hesitant to setting the fuck off. Tony Robinson, L, what's good? I ain't seen the bit, man. What's good? What's good? So I'm looking at that. They don't want to set that alarm off. It's starting to look like what we saw in the 80s with the AIDS epidemic. You think about that. AIDS was a white gay thing that they was trying to brush under the rug as not being a white gay thing. It was a white gay thing that they didn't want to give no press to. You had all these white celebrities, Freddie Mercury, Rock Hudson, motherfucker, a bunch of them dying from AIDS, dropping dead from it. They didn't give it a campaign when they was dropping dead from it. We didn't see no campaign. Then all of a sudden Arthur Ashe died from a transfusion no less. Got it. And then they springboard that to say, okay, now we can start making this malady. Now we can start kind of contouring blackness behind this. Now we're gonna have that kind of license now. Then Magic Johnson, then Eazy-E. So it's like, okay, yeah, we see what y'all doing. But all the while, all these white folk dying from AIDS. It's the listing is just, just look it up. Just look up the list of just celebrities. Just talking about celebrities. Talking about celebrities, it's about 20-1, 20-3 rather, to be precise. About a 20-3, maybe 21-3 white celebrities dead and gone. Alexis Arquette, motherfucker. The list is a long list of white celebrities dead and gone from HIV/AIDS compared to black people. But they had to hype it up to make it more of a black thing, just for their own jollies. It ain't even about being statistically accurate. That's something that white supremacist society has done for hundreds of years in America and elsewhere, is to try to falsely blackface sicknesses on black people by conflating statistics, disproportionately reporting things. All this is something that they do. So we gotta be keen to that shit. Tony Robinson say, last week back I heard about 3 cases in Africa, but it turns out those 3 might be infected Europeans. Yeah. Right. That's the deal. That is the deal. You understand me? You feel me? So, I'm not unnerved by this. I'm looking at it like y'all Asians need to be holding y'all own nuts. There was a report that came out 3 days ago talking about the Asian population in Fremont, California. They're getting together, protesting the building of homeless shelters. Actually, like a new homeless shelter out there in Fremont, California. For all my people out there in California, what up to y'all? I know y'all might have heard of this. I came across this. Fremont, California, as a city, is majority Asian. It's like 60, almost 70% Asian. And a very small black population, like 3% black, 4% black, right? And they're a city where it's mainly black homeless people. I'm hearing this from people that are from Fremont. Okay? These Asians out there walking around with signs and protesting building a homeless shelter, right? And I looked up on the city site and it says, you know, the reason that people are homeless and we got people on the street in Fremont, i.e. black people, is because the number one reason is because we just don't have enough shelters. We don't have enough places for them to be off of the street. They're protesting the building of a facility that can help a majority black population of people that are suffering out there, the homeless. You understand? So, look, if it's hold our own nuts everywhere we go, everywhere we at, then motherfucker, you better believe it's you hold your own nuts through whatever you going through. I don't give a lully fuck. That's just how it is. Dr. Lily, what's good? What's the good? What's up with you tonight? Good seeing you. You understand? So we're looking at these groups, y'all, that keep a hand of dislike and hatred toward us. Let's just go ahead and say it. Let's not act like this is not how they move. So they don't got no license to call on our tears and our sympathies at will. They don't got that license. You understand? So we'll forever be stomping out what they talking about when it comes to anything. Y'all gonna have to hold your own goddamn rating caps on this one. Hold your own rating caps. Hold your own rice bowls or whatever the fuck. Hold your own MAGA hats. Y'all saw the thumbnail I did, yo. 50 Cent put up a little meme of the coronavirus in New York and put some Timbs on the motherfucker and a New York hat and shit. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take that idea. I used the exact same photo that he used, but I put some Birkenstocks on the motherfucker and a MAGA hat just to let motherfuckers know, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not my problem. It ain't my job, dog, to care. I don't have to care. It's not my job to care. It's real life. You heard? Yeah. yeah, so it's just that. I just want to jump onto that topic right fast, y'all. Did y'all see this one thing today with what's the guy? The baby? Y'all seen this dude, the baby man? I thought this was wild and crazy. I guess we can kind of detour a little bit. We talking about, I don't know, motherfuckers this kind of doing what they do in a little contained kind of way. I'm watching the baby, man. Like, he's a rapper, right? If y'all don't know who the baby is, right? And his thing for a while, it's like, man, I be watching him like, man, I hope this dude just don't throw his career away. He got a lot of shit going on where he be snapping on motherfuckers. And I be like, damn, man, like, come on, man, don't do that shit. There's a video of him going around of him having to smack this chick in the club. Well, not having to smack her in the club, yo. He chose to smack this chick in the club, right? Because she like mushed this phone in his face. I don't know if y'all seen this video. Let me see if I got a clip of it. She mushes this phone in his face, right? As he's walking out the club. It seemed like he was trying to get out the club, and she mushes him with this phone. Like, you can see, like, she kind of pressed it hard up against his face. I guess she was trying to get a picture, and he was ignoring her or something. He was looking, he might have said something, I don't know, but she mashes the phone in his face, and you can see like something jumped off his face. Like, she hit him kind of hard with the phone. It caused something around his face to jump. Like, she hit him real hard with the phone, what it looked like. So as a, you know, a natural reaction, and he's with his people. Like, he got somebody like behind him, like kind of like with their hand on his shoulder behind him. One of his hanger-ons, right? And he bops her, you know what I'm saying? He hits her, right? And so you get all kind of people saying like, oh, he shouldn't have did that. He was wrong. He was wrong for that. Shouldn't have did. She's a female, all this. And my argument is this, man, like, you got all this money, dog. I just don't want to see this guy crash out. You got all this money. All this paper. All this good money. Money to burn. And motherfuckers is looking to get a check off your behind, dog. So, like, the minute you do anything, ching ching, motherfuckers is going ching ching it real quick. It ain't even gonna be no questions. So I'm just like, I'm looking at it more of, and I put this on social media. My thing is like, look, man, you got all these hanger-ons around you, dog. All they good for is getting high and motherfucking drinking, dog. They're not real security. Cause the dude that's supposed to, I guess he was supposed to be a security, was behind him like a bigger dude shadowing him. He ain't do shit. The motherfucker hit. She hit him, and then he smacked the good, yo, and then he just walked out along with him. Didn't even address the situation, nothing. It's like, all right, you don't need to have them kind of people around you, dude. I just don't want to see the baby crash out, man, for the fact that he got a career going and shit, and, you know, he seems to have a movement going. And motherfuckers is itching to see him crash out. I used to be that dude that would jump on motherfuckers in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'd jump on motherfuckers. Man, woman, didn't matter. Yo, something happened, I'm jumping. You need to have real security do that. You don't need to have your homeboys doing it. Speaking from the dude that's from the crew of homeboys. You gotta have your crew do that. I'm the crew of the homeboys that will do that. Don't have your people around you doing it. You understand? That's where it hit me at. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta surround yourself with people that's going to at least spring into action, dog, when something like that happened. Saying, like I said, y'all know I used to want to be a rapper. My thing was saying, like, it was just too much going on in the rap game. Me and my crew, we couldn't make it, man. We'll jump too quick. We'll jump on anybody. And we couldn't control our anger and our attitude problems. We had all this shit going on, so we couldn't really control none of that in probably little to no situations. So it wasn't going to work for us. So I see somebody that made it, dog, like, to somebody that made it. Like, you made it, dude. So now you can stop being your own front line, dog. You don't gotta be your front line no more. That's what I'm saying to the baby, man. Like, I wish the man the best. I just don't see why he gotta be his own front line. Oh, Dr. Lily say roll tape. Let me see, Dr. Lily. I think I found it. I believe I found it. Yeah, let me click on it. Just like, man, come on, man. You ain't gotta. Come on, man. Damn. I remember back in the days, different rappers would go off, snap, jumping over tables and all type of shit. I remember seeing stuff like that. I was one of them rappers. Y'all snap, jump over tables, jumping on security. That was me. So I'm like, all right, man, you made it, dog. You don't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, please, somebody usher this man into stardom for real, mentally in his mind. Like, show him that he there, so he don't keep the same circle around. Here it go though. I got it. There it is. Alright, so you see that? They gonna show it. Mash the phone in his face, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, alright. You gotta do it like that, right? Donna Shanti, I see what you're saying, Donna Shanti. I see your comment. Hold on, let me flip it back real quick. Donna Shanti say she assaulted him, P. A good lawyer will beat that. The law says that he can defend himself, but I feel you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just money, man. It's money spent. I look at the money that's the commoner can get out of a motherfucker off the fact that just starting shit. Understand? That's the problem with celebrity. A commoner can get paid off of starting shit. A commoner can get paid. If he broke her jaw, if he swole her up in any way, he gonna have to come off something. So when you say beat that, it's like, alright. He black, it's hate. He black and it's hate in the legal system for blackness. They look for a celebrity to make a poster child of out of hand shit. Just last December, they dropped something against him too, for him jumping on somebody at the airport, the DFW airport out here. Somebody behind one of these little stations they had at the DFW airport jumped on somebody, and they dismissed those charges. So I just don't know how they gonna try to steer this shit. Like, oh, well, he's a menace. He keep doing shit, man. I don't know how they gonna try to flip it, right? So I think that in my brain, like, all right, so how they gonna try to land this? Reflex, maybe, yeah. Terry Rock said, reflex, yeah. I'm all about that. I hear all that. I've brought this up on my channel before, like, man, yo, don't put your hands on nobody if you don't want to be handled. Man, woman, or child, don't put your hands on nobody, because you don't know what kind of day somebody having. You don't know what kind of response they'll dish out to you. I don't care if she a woman. I don't think that's, y'all know me. I ain't saying that shit. But I'm also saying, look, dude, you're a celebrity, dog. That hanger on, I'm really putting it on his hanger on. Like, that hanger on, you see this dude? Let me get back to that. Y'all see his hanger on, though? The dude in the camouflage hat. I'm watching him from a space up. Say, man, what is you doing? What you doing, dog? Like, come on. What are you doing to help? The minute that person hit him in his face like that, he should have sprung into action with his legal security hands. He should have done some security work. He should have been the one socking down the mouth. Point blank. He should have been the one that popped down the mouth or did whatever he was going to do. Restrained her, however he was going to restrain her. Boston crab her ass. pretzel ass up, whatever he wanted to do with her. Being a henchman. That's what he's supposed to do. I'm just saying that the baby big enough to have that around him. He don't need just the smoking and drinking niggas around him. They not gonna spring into action. They gonna be like what that nigga did. Yep. See bitch. Alright, but you got another case. Now your money, now motherfuckers gonna be looking at you funny and shit like that. When you getting promoted for shows, it's still gonna be that whole shit. They gonna try to rainstorm you with the plastering a black man face out here for hitting somebody. It's gonna be that whole shit again. Then they gonna take some money up at you. It's gonna be that whole shit again. It's like, come on, man. I just felt that he's big enough now. That's all I'm saying. That he's big enough now to not have to handle his own damn security. Have to be his own goddamn front line. You shouldn't have to do that at this stage, right? That's all I'm saying. Dr. Lee say she sure hit him in the face first. Self-defense case closed. No soup for you. Don Shanti say they are targeting the baby though. Yeah, I always felt that. I always felt they're not wanting to see this man be shit. They're trying to make him the next example of toxic masculinity. They look for weakly examples. Yes, and unfortunately they like to use him as example after example of this shit. This is kind of a thing that I've noticed with this dude. That's why I brought up. I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? He a celebrity, man. His game should be contained, dog. That's how I off-ramped from talking about coronavirus. Like, yo, contain that shit. Yo, contain this nigga's presence, man. He's of that echelon now. He up there. He up. That nigga up, dog. By all accounts, he up. Understand? So what the fuck, man? Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm on. I know what it is, man. It's a natural reflex to slap shit, motherfucker. I know what it is, man. Yo, a woman hit me back. I feel it. I feel it. I'm saying. I feel where he at with it. I feel it. Woman kick you, bow. I feel it. But he up though. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping this. Don't forget to check out my Teespring, where we make America pay again. We kill police. Misconduct. Don't forget to support your black agenda politicians. Today we highlighted Stabona Evans. Go to our site, Stabona 2020, where you can donate to a campaign. Make sure you go to Facebook as Stabona.Evans. It's going for San Bernardino. Board of Supervisors. Make sure you donate. Donate. I'm going to check up on that campaign and see where she's stood, and I'll hit y'all back with it. I might put it in the comments, let y'all know how she fared on this previous week. Just for y'all's knowledge. And I'm gonna get it, y'all.